I never thought I would live to see the words Academy Award nominee Brendan Fraser. The Whale stars Brendan Fraser as a 600-pound man who realizes his days on this earth are numbered, so he tries to reconnect with and make amends to his estranged daughter, who he abandoned after divorcing her mother to be in a relationship with another man. The movie is directed by Darren Aronofsky and is based on a play written by Samuel Hunter. I really liked this movie, but I'm going to clear something up right off the bat. Overall, this is a dark, sad, depressing movie with the occasional ray of hope shining through it. If you saw the trailer to this movie, you would think this was one of those schmaltzy, make you want to live life to the fullest kind of movies like Tuesdays with Morrie, where we have a dying man who is just so kind and pure and wise, giving his last sage advice to change someone for the better. And the trailer plays that slow melodic violin music, and they even throw a joke in there to make it look like a dramedy. No! No! This movie was emotionally brutal for me, but I still very much liked it. You just feel so bad for Fraser's character. Not only is he struggling with a life-threatening food addiction, but he's constantly being ragged on by family and friends, and he just kind of sits there with his little boyish face and says, "I'm sorry," over and over again. Fraser plays an exceptionally flawed human being who is destroying himself and those he loves with his addiction. The soundtrack doesn't help either. I actually enjoyed the soundtrack, but it is more akin to a thriller movie than what we get in the trailer. We have scenes of Fraser binge eating, we get that dark sound effects to drive home just how self-destructive he is. For the most part, The Whale is very well acted. Brendan Fraser gives a career best performance, at least in terms of dramatic acting. It's a physically demanding role where he has to imitate the struggle of walking with all that weight. He's choking on food and wheezing like an asthmatic. Part of what keeps you engaged in this movie is just observing how difficult it is for him to complete daily tasks. Something as simple as hoisting yourself into bed or picking up a key you dropped on the floor turn into potentially life-threatening ordeals when you're carrying 600 pounds on your body. Fraser has been nominated for the Best Actor Academy Award this year, and his co-star Hong Chow has been nominated for Best Supporting Actress. She also did a good job, although I think her character is kind of obnoxious. She's always getting angry and swearing for no reason, and it's kind of annoying. From a technical perspective, this is a simple movie. It takes place almost entirely in Brendan Fraser's small apartment, and I'm always fascinated to see how movies can make a lot out of a little. There was a lot of symbolism and stylistic flourishes that I don't entirely understand because I'm not an expert on metaphors. One example is Aronofsky chose to film The Whale in the standard 4:3 aspect ratio instead of filming it in widescreen format. You know how old TVs were almost square-shaped, but now they are much more rectangular? So we have these big black bars on the side of the movie screen. Maybe he's trying to convey how small Fraser's world is? I don't know. Even the title The Whale has a double meaning. When you hear that a movie about a 600-pound man is called The Whale, you automatically think of it as a derogatory word towards morbidly obese people, but there are heavy Moby Dick and Captain Ahab references throughout. The downside of this movie for me is some of the supporting characters. Anytime Brendan Fraser isn't on screen, I immediately stopped enjoying the movie. His daughter is just awful, and she's just a caricature of the smart-mouthed, troubled teenager who's just trying to find her way in the world. There's also a young missionary character who shows up every once in a while, and the actor isn't bad in the role, that character just made me cringe. I'm stoked for Fraser's award nominations. I've been a fan of his for a long time, and it's good to see him back on the big screen after so many years. The Whale is rated R for some language, and there is a scene where he is watching adult material on his computer, but that's about it. I would recommend it if you want to see a tearjerker that will make you think twice about eating that extra donut.